I started DJing because my father was a club DJ, and he got me into, messing with the turntables and stuff like that.
I started DJing because my father was a part of a group on Sugar Hill Records called Mean Machines, and he always had turntables, so I would play with them.
From New York, from New York, from New York.
My speciality is making beats. The real DJing tool, for the DJ is the crossfader. Just listening to it, and I thought to myself I wanted to change the tempo of the record, and actually just alter it from its original state. So I just maybe take a kick and a nice little part in a segment in the record where they say something, and I'll just manually slow it down with my hands. The first crew to bring that out into the open were the X-Men.
Rob Swift, Mista Sinista, me, Dr. Butcher, C4. Boy, it's a lot of us, man. Diamond J. Oh, I first saw Honda in the 11th New Music Seminar, and it was like ill to see someone from Japan, you know what I'm saying, doing the same exact shit that we was doing here, if not better, That shit was ill. It's like, from there I always kept I never slept on people from Japan,
I basically just take the fader and I move the record, but the record and the fader have to be moved back and forth in sync to create a rhythmic pattern. A lot of people think transforming is just moving the record and moving the fader. You have to move the record and the fader at the same time, but both of them have to be in sync with each other. The fader hand has to be moving as fast as the record hand. These right here I'm about to show you are called back shreds. The movement of the record is backwards, and the movement of the fader has to move in sync. It's backwards also. It really is important to choose a certain type of sound because to transform like a kick or a drum or a snare won't give you the results. You have to maybe like use a scream, a long scream, or maybe applause, or a nice little computerized sound that you can scratch with. These right here are like the chops. I just basically practice with a simple itch, like a jigger jigger, without using the fader or anything, to get record control first. Your hand has to get adjusted to the record. You have to be used to moving your hand and not moving with the record before you can mess with the fader. So I basically just practiced scratching with the record without moving the fader. And then eventually I start moving the fader also. Okay, what I'm about to show you is basic drags. Start from basic scratches, no transforms or anything, just drags and throw-ins. So I definitely mark my records to know where the important pieces are, because without the marking, you would need headphones. And headphones kind of get in your way, so it's, in order to not to have anything in your way, you just mark your records. Maybe a piece of tape, you put them on, you mark the area you would like to repeat back and forth, and you won't have any use for any headphones. Beginner, they should definitely look into marking their records and also practicing spinning back to catch the mark, because you also have to look for the mark in the record. Now I'm gonna take it from drags to two-step transforming. Those are transforming with drags, combination scratches. And chops are like moving the record fast, at the same time hitting the fader at the same time. The record I would recommend for beginners to start with is something real slow, or something easy to throw in to backspin, like Good Times by Chic, or maybe Rock the Bells by LL Cool J. Something that's easy, that you can just throw in, practice backspinning and simple scratching and transforming. And these are front shreds, front way.
Oh, I've been getting into battle since 89, 90. Keeps you on point. It's like if you practice by yourself or you practice with your crew, you don't know what else is out there or what to expect. So it's like when you battle, you're always putting yourself to the test because nobody wants to lose, you know?
I learned these techniques by practicing and seeing other DJs do them and hearing them and just basically practicing. Practice is very important to a DJ. It's like if you don't practice, you'll get lazy, you'll get rusty, because with the turntables, it's like if you stay off them for a while, being that it has to do with physical strength, it's like you get kind of relaxed. And after you get relaxed, you come back, you won't forget it, but you're not as sharp and quick as you used to be.
Like sometimes most of the time now, I work out and just lift weights, stuff like that, push-ups, just regular stuff to get forearm strength so you can repeat a transform over and over and over again. And it just helps out because like when you transform, I do a certain scratch over and over, your arm gets like sore. So it's like you have to prepare that, you know? It's gonna go through different steps from a basic scratch to rubs to transforming, combos, all kind of shit. That's a scratch and a drag. That's transform and drag. Those are like combinations of scratches, rubs, transforms, drags. It's like put them all together and come up with your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Even if I'm not DJing, I just sit down and think about what would I be doing if I were DJing right now, if I can't. And think about other DJs and think about just basically trying to take it to another level and keeping my skill tight.
Yeah, from New York to Japan. Yeah, from New York to Japan. Yeah, from New York to Japan, my plan was slam.
とりあえずまとめ方は個人自由で、小説ごとにまとめたり、あとは一派ごとにまとめたり、あと編集力だと思うので、今のパターンプラスいろんなものを足していって、あとは自分たちによって工夫してやっていけばいいと思います。